So let's talk about something that's probably driving you crazy right now. You've done all the work. You've followed all the rules. Your content is ranking on the first page, maybe even in the top 3. But when it comes to the new AI answer engines, it's like you're completely invisible. Today, we're going to unpack exactly why this is happening and, more importantly, what you can actually do about it.
Right. This is the big question, isn't it? The one that's keeping marketers and SEO pros up at night. You've got the ranking, you're getting the clicks from traditional search, so why are you a complete ghost in the AI-generated answers from tools like ChatGPT or Google's SGE? It's a really frustrating problem, and honestly, it's a little scary for anyone whose job relies on being found online.
And this really lays out the disconnect perfectly. On one side, you have your reality, all that hard work paying off with high search rankings. But then you have the AI reality, where it's just crickets, nothing. It's like your content doesn't even exist to these new systems. And this isn't just a small gap, It's a fundamental break in how online visibility works now.
Okay, so here's the absolute heart of the issue. The game has totally changed. For years, we've all been trained to think in terms of keywords. But these new AI engines, they're playing a different sport. They don't just scan for words, they're trying to actually understand concepts. It's the difference between spotting a keyword and grasping the meaning behind it. And if your content isn't built for that deeper level of comprehension, it just gets completely ignored. This new world, well, it demands a totally new playbook. We're all having to make the shift from the world of SEO, search engine optimization, to a new paradigm, GEO, which stands for Generative Engine Optimization. And trust me, this isn't just a fancy new acronym. It's a whole new set of rules for getting noticed.
Think about it like this. Traditional SEO was all about getting a person to click your link on a results page. But GEO, it's about convincing an AI to pick your information and weave it directly into its final answer. The whole focus shifts. It's less about keywords and more about crystal clear structure. It's less about backlinks and more about logical, easy-to-digest ideas. Your content has to be ready for an AI to basically take it apart and use the pieces to build something new.
And that brings us to what we call the synthesis problem. It's the core challenge here. Just ask yourself, could an AI easily pull a key definition or a critical fact from your article, understand it instantly, and plug it into a coherent answer? If you've buried that gem inside a long, winding paragraph, the answer is almost certainly no. Your content, well, it has a synthesis problem. It's just too messy for a machine to use with confidence.
Now, this is where a lot of people are getting it wrong. They think, oh, I'll just use AI to write more content. But that can actually make the problem worse, right? You end up with a lot of text that sounds nice, but has zero structure. The real solution isn't just more content. It's a targeted strategy. It's purpose-built GEO.
So, if GEO is the new strategy, what does actually doing it look like? Well, this is where a tool built specifically for the job comes into play. Let's take a look at Vyndow GEO because it was designed from the ground up to solve these exact problems of AI invisibility and synthesis we've been talking about. Vyndow GEO basically breaks this whole complex process down into a simple 3-part approach. First, it puts high-level strategy right into the content creation process itself. Second, it focuses on making your content genuinely AI-ready. And third, it optimizes for the things that actually get you cited by an AI, deep understanding and easy synthesis.
Let's dig into that first step. One of the biggest challenges with GEO is just being consistent. How do you get an entire team to create this kind of strategically sound, AI-ready content every single time? Well, Vyndow GEO solves that by building the logic of a senior-level strategist directly into the workflow. What that means is you can finally scale up your content creation without watching the quality just fall off a cliff.
And this right here is the real magic. Being AI-ready is all about having an impeccable structure. It's about creating clear, modular, extractable ideas. Each piece, every definition, every key point is crafted to be so complete and self-contained that an AI can confidently grab it and use it like a Lego brick to build its answer. Vyndow GEO guides you to build your content this way, so it perfectly aligns with how AI responses are actually constructed.
This quote really puts it perfectly. This isn't about throwing away all your hard work in SEO, not at all. It's about extending it. Vyndow GEO is the bridge that connects the two worlds, making sure your content performs great in the search results we all know, and in the new AI-generated summaries that are becoming more important every day. It's about future-proofing your entire strategy.
So yeah, the time to make this change is right now. This whole shift to AI-driven answers is happening fast, and honestly, waiting around means you risk becoming totally obsolete. It's time to make your content strategy truly future-proof.
If you take one thing away from this, let it be this. Invisibility is now a choice. You don't have to just sit back and let your valuable, high-ranking content vanish from what is quickly becoming the most important way people discover information. You can absolutely bridge that gap between ranking high and getting cited by AI.
Look, the best way to really get what this is all about is to just see it in action for yourself. Vyndow GEO was designed to make this whole complicated shift feel simple and intuitive. Head on over to app.vyndow.com. You can start a free trial and see just how easy it is to finally make your content visible to AI.